Terra in marriage? Do you offer yourself wholly and joyfully, and do you choose Terra as the person with whom you will share your life, in laughter and in tears, in conflict and tranquility, loving what you know of her and trusting what you do not yet know? Terra, do you stand before us with an open heart and a free will to offer yourself to Jasmine in marriage? Do you offer yourself wholly and joyfully, and do you choose Jasmine as the person with whom you will share your life, in laughter and in tears, in conflict and tranquility, loving what you know of her and trusting what you do not yet know? Jasmine, Terra, and John Nathan have joined the paths of their lives into one shared path. The sand of this path under their feet is formed by the daily grind of living, of working, and of loving. This sand is formed by the friction of bringing dreams into reality, the difficulty of loving and living in a world. Jasmine, Terra, and John Nathan would join the sands of their beings together in a sand ceremony. Nothing is more common and ordinary than sand, and yet nothing is more diverse and amazing than a grain of sand. Each grain is unique, transformed by the daily grind of wind, water, and the elements. Just as no two people are alike, the sand from any particular location is completely unique to that location. Just so, each person has been sculpted by the countless small actions, words, feelings, and forces of history that have formed the days, weeks, months, years, and decades of their lives. John Nathan, would you come join your mother? Jasmine, Terra, and John Nathan, as you pour the sands of your life into the vessel of this marriage, the sands from each of you form a blend into a whole new color, a new configuration, and are now one. In this blending, each grain of sand remains intact. They do not melt into each other, just as you and all aspects of your hearts, minds, and spirits remain whole as you merge together into a family. Jasmine and Terra. Jasmine and Terra, just as the grains of sand can never be separated again, so may your love and marriage be. There are no vows more sacred than the ones that you take here today. With these vows, you will be forever changed, and will forever change the path of your life and the life of your partner. Terra and Jasmine will now speak their vows to each other.
You are my best friend. You are the love of my life. You are one of the greatest blessings that you ever made me. I'm thankful that you answered me. Even though I think that I came into our life to this moment and for the rest of our lives. Baby girl. I promise to love you forever. No real man over here. Take care of y'all.
Be quiet.
I promise to always respect you as a person, and always treat you as equal. My best friend, I love you forever and always.
In keeping with the time-honored tradition, Jasmine and Terra will now exchange rings and will wear them forevermore as an outward sign of their covenant. There have been many rings in this relationship over the years. The first ring was, we have rings. The first ring was one that Jasmine tried to give Terra back in high school. She meant it as a marriage proposal, but in typical teenage confusion, Terra asked her to hold on to that ring, and Jasmine lost her nerve and confidence. Years later, on Terra's 26th birthday, Jasmine again purchased an engagement ring. She was determined to ask Terra to marry her and not lose her nerve this time. That night, Terra gave Jasmine a ring she had bought her for Valentine's Day. Jasmine brought out her ring, but in a crisis of confidence, asked Terra to marry her. In a crisis of confidence, instead of asking Terra to marry her, she said it was a promise ring. Terra's responded, "Babe, that's a hell of a promise ring." They did promise their love and commitment, and then they went out for dinner. All night, Jasmine berated herself for not having the courage to ask. After they were home again, Jasmine finally said, "I have to tell you the truth about the ring. It's not a promise ring, it's an engagement ring. I want to marry you. I have loved you since we were in high school, and now I want to spend the rest of my life with you." Terra accepted, and here we are today, exchanging wedding rings. We cut the ring. Just as a ring has no beginning and no end, these rings are a symbol of your commitment and the eternal nature of your bond to each other. Okay. So, Jasmine, repeat after me. Terra, wear this ring as a symbol.
Terra, wear this ring as a symbol
Of the promises we made today.
of the promises we have made today.
Wear this ring to remind you
Wear this ring to remind you
that in everything you do
that in everything you do
and everywhere you go,
and everywhere you go,
I am with you.
I am with you.
My love supports you.
My love supports you.
Our marriage gives you strength.
Our marriage is
Jasmine, wear this ring as a symbol of the promises we made today. Wear this ring to remind you.
Wear this ring to remind you
That in everything you do,
that in everything you do,
and everywhere you go, I am with you.
I am with you.
My love supports you.
My love supports you.
Our marriage gives you strength.
Our marriage gives you strength.
Push up. These rings are a seal of the vows you have made today. May your love be as enduring and precious as the metal from which they were forged. Please accept this blessing as you move forward in your life together. May the light of God surround you always, lighting your path and showing you the way of wisdom and compassion. May the love of God enfold you and your family, warming your hearts and preserving your love for each other. May the power of God protect you and ease your way through troubles and difficulties that life may bring. May the presence of God be strongly felt in all your decisions and actions. May you always remember that wherever you are, God is. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, we have witnessed the marriage ceremony, we have witnessed the love, we have witnessed the vows. Through this process, Jasmine and Terra are wed. It is my honor and pleasure to present to you Mrs. and Mrs. Sanders and their son, John Nathan. You may kiss the bride.